Sir, we can start with the
Yeah.
top.
Yes. So, a very good evening to all the participants. Uh, my name is Shailendra Singh Bharat. I am assistant professor at RNB Global University. And as you all know, that we are in a process of conducting a 6-day FDP, a 6-day FDP. And this FDP will be continuing till the 16th of this month. So it is going to be a 6-day FDP, and there will be two sessions uh, by the learned experts. And before we start this FDP, that is, AICT Training and Learning Faculty Development Program, the theme or the central premise of this FDP is advancing sustainability through green economy, innovation, policies, and practices. And this FDP, 6-day online FDP, has been sponsored by AICT New Delhi under AICT Training and Learning Academy, that is Atal Academy. And before we proceed further, the two sessions which will be taken today by the learned experts. One is Professor Kamlesh Chore, and the next expert is Dr. Dipali Gupta. But before I start, calling upon the experts, I would like to request our honorable President RNB Global University, Dr. Rakesh Bhargav, to address the gathering and to throw some insight, some light on what is the importance of such FDPs, how faculties can be benefited by such FDPs. So over to you, sir, Professor Rakesh Bhargava, President RNB Global University. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Helen sir, for giving me an opportunity to talk to the participants. So, respected Shalan sir, Dr. Gajanan Modi, Dr. Meenakshi Sharma, Maulik Chandani, and all my friends and participants of this particular program. Good evening to all of you, and most welcome to this training program that we are going to organize online and particularly in the evening. So I am sure all of you will be able to attend this program after reaching your home. So it gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to the ICTE Training and Learning Atal Online Faculty Development Program on advancing sustainability through green economy innovations, policies and practices, sponsored by AICTE New Delhi and organized by RNB Global University, Bikaner. Before we move further, I would like to give a brief account of what RNB Global University is. So this university was born from the philanthropic vision of late Shri Seth Jagannath Ji Bajaj, a committed social worker and environmental conservationist who aspired to establish a prestigious educational institutions in Bikaner. His noble dream was realized in 2050 by his son, Dr. Ram Bajaj sir, who continued to lead the university with dedication and foresight. The main objective of university is to pursue excellence in the academic standards and provide holistic education and prepare students for professional challenges. We are having three faculties in our university. One is Faculty of Law and Arts, Faculty of Commerce and Management, and Faculty of Basic and Applied Sciences. In developing the curriculum for all the programs, we take into consideration the local, regional, national, and global development needs. Majority of the programs offered by the university have focus on employability, entrepreneurship, and skill development. Our courses are also related to UN Sustainable Development Goal. For improvement of program of university, we collect course exit feedback and students' feedback. Our university is committed from its inception to deliver quality education supported by world-class infrastructure, ICT-enabled teaching learning process, implementation of curriculum based on Bloom taxonomy. We have also made NEP 2020 guidelines effective from 2023. The university follows student-centric method of teaching and learning, that is experiential learning, problem-solving learning, and participatory learning. Internship is mandatory in all the courses of our university. The university is having good support for research and development. The university has published more than 900 research papers, 977 book chapters, 71 books, and have taken nearly 32 patents in various fields. We also have a cell on Indian knowledge system, which is established in the university, and number of courses on IKS have been introduced in this curriculum. Uh, the whole campus is Wi-Fi enabled, having a speed of 100 Mbps connectivity. This is a brief about the university. And now coming back to our FDP program, as you all know, the theme of the FDP is green economy, sustainable development and eco-innovations, reflects one of the greatest priorities of our time. As a global community, we face the twin challenge of economic progress and environmental preservation. The choice we make today will define the quality of life for generations to come. A green economy is not just about cleaner technology, it's about a new way of thinking, an economy that is resource efficient, socially inclusive, and environmentally responsible. This transformation requires awareness, innovation, and education, and I am glad that through this FDP, we are taking a small yet significant step in this direction. Universities and educators play a vital role in shaping the mindset of future leaders. Faculty development programs such as this one help us expand our intellectual horizon and embed sustainability principles into our teaching, research, and institutional practices. It is encouraging to see that this FTP brings together experts from diverse domains: economics, policy management, technology, and environmental sciences to collectively address the main multifaceted aspects of sustainability. Over next 6 days, participants will get a good information from various experts like Professor Kamlesh Chauri, Professor Narendra Bhojak, Professor Dipali Gupta, Professor T.K. Jain, Mr. Maulik Chandanani, Dr. Mayank Tiwari, Professor Meenakshi Sharma, Mr. Arun Kumar Sharma, and Dr. Rituraj Soni, who will share valuable insight on topics like green finance, circular economy, policy framework, AI for green transition, and sustainable education. Such a comprehensive and multidisciplinary approach will surely enrich the understanding of every participant. I take this opportunity to express my heartfelt appreciation to AICTE and the Atal Academy for continuously promoting knowledge advancement through structural learning platforms. The convener, Dr. Gajanan Modi, and co-convener, Mr. Shailendra Barat, for their meticulous planning and execution of this program. The distinguished resource persons for graciously sharing their time and expertise. And most important, the participants whose curiosity and commitment to continuous learning truly makes this initiative meaningful. At RNB Global University, we believe in fostering education that leads to responsibility, innovation, and social impact. As we inaugurate this FDP, I encourage all participants to use this platform not just to learn, but to collaborate, reflect, and inspire sustainable action in your own institutions and communities. Together, let us work towards building a greener, fairer, and more sustainable world, one idea, one innovation, and one classroom at a time. With these words, I officially inaugurate the AICTE Atal Online Faculty Development Program on advancing sustainability through green economy, innovations, policy, and practices. I wish the program great success and all participants a productive and inspiring learning experience. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your inspiring words. And before we call upon the first speaker, Professor Kamlesh Shware, may I request Dr. Gajanan Modi to very briefly, share some of the pointers or conditions which all the participants in this FDP should know, so that once they complete this FDP, the certificates which they will be receiving, that process is smooth. So Dr. Gajanan Modi, please, can you throw some light? Okay, so I feel there is some connectivity issue. Anyways, so I'll be now requesting the first expert speaker for this FDP, Professor Kamlesh Share. And before that, I would like to share introduction of our expert speaker, Dr. Kamlesh Share. He is serving as professor and head in the Department of Biotechnology, AKS University, Satna, Madhya Pradesh. He is also acting as Director, Center for Research, Innovation, Incubation, and Skill Development at AKS University, Satna. Professor Chore has more than 18 years of teaching and research experience. His area of research includes molecular taxonomy and phylogenetic analysis of bacterial diversity and their application for environmental and agriculture sustainability. He has published several research articles in national and international journals of repute. He is acting as principal investigator of major research projects funded from government funding agencies, and also have guided doctoral programs and several postgraduate dissertations. Professor Kamlesh has been awarded as Best Faculty 2018 by Madhya Pradesh Private University Regulatory Commission, Government of Madhya Pradesh, Bhopal, and on 21st October 2018. Outstanding Achievement Award of the Society for Bioinformatics and Biological Sciences for the year 2018 in recognition in the field of biotechnology and microbiology. Biotechnology Excellence Award 2020 by the Society of Life Science Satna, Madhya Pradesh for teaching, learning, research, and innovation in the field of biotechnology for rural development. So I would now like to request Professor Kamlesh to please start with his session, and he will be delivering or taking this session on the topic of Introduction to Green Economy. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Dr. Shailen. You have given a very nice introduction, and Firstly, I must congratulate to our Honorable Vice Chancellor. Yes, in Rajasthan, there is president system. So yes, Honorable President, Professor Rakesh Bhargav, sir, he's always been a guiding force of me personally. Once I was working in Rajasthan. So we are well connected with Professor Rakesh Bhargav at that time. So thank you so much, sir, for giving very good introduction regarding your university, because your university is fulfilling all SDG related goals, what United Nations given mandate to all nations, and we have to fulfill these particular mandates on time so that we can save this Earth, this planet where we are living right now. And before starting this particular session, I would like to thank Dr. Gajanan Modi. He is one of my good friend, one of my best friend. He invited me to deliver this particular topic, and this is very new for me as well, because this is new field what we are just looking over. And I have prepared some very good compilation regarding this particular lecture, so that all student, all participant, and all faculty members can learn well regarding uh, green economy. Also, I would like to thank Mr. Malik, who is here in this group, and I must congratulate all RNB Global University for organizing this such kind of this demanding area, so that everybody can aware and they can initiate their own research related to this particular area, so that we can develop a sustainable system for the saving of our nature. And not only we can survive well, our future generations can also survive well. So we have to leave this planet in very good condition for our future generations. So thank you so much. Now I'm sharing my slide, and please confirm whether it is there or not. My screen is visible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Your screen is visible now.
Yeah, thank you. So I think my presentation is also there. You can see.
Yeah, it is visible, sir.
Yeah. So before starting my particular presentation, I would like to raise certain concern about present status of our economy, what we have done during our past, everything we have to discuss before initiation of our this particular topic. So I'm just starting. Please give me a moment, please. Okay. So now I'm going to start my presentation. Yes, this slide is very important because we have created a lots of dark side on our planet, and we have losses so many things due to industrialization since past some decades. And what we are showing that this is global economy or globalization of economy. So what impacts we have created on the planet and people and economy we have to discuss before initiation of my talk. So I'm just giving brief about this particular uh, uh, slide. So let's take a moment to step back and reflect on our recent actions, both collectively and individually. So this is our flashback moment, where this is the time where we have to consider what we have done and what we need to change. This is very necessary. So you can see here we are going to explore the darker side of industrialization and focusing on the losses it has brought to our planet, people, and economy. So these are significant issues that affects us all, and also it's crucial that we acknowledge them as we move forward. So firstly, consider the environment degradation. What we said, our environment is degrading day by day. You can see lots of pollution emerged during uh, whole year, and many health problems are arises. So our planet is under strain from pollution and resource depletion. Secondly, think about the social impact on communities and livelihoods we have disrupted. So lastly, the economic aspect, while industrialization has brought prosperity, it has led to inequities and sustainable practices. So this is the very important slide where I would like to introduce the price of progress. Yes, while industrialization, we need economic growth that brings significant growth, but also that is bringing negative consequences. The pursuit of profit often overrides environmental and social considerations. So this presentation examines the drawbacks across three key areas. जैसे कि हमारे ऑनरेबल प्रेसिडेंट सर ने कहा कि we have to save our planet first, our environment we have to save. Secondly, people, the society, and also the economy. So all these drawbacks related with these three key areas we have to discuss before initiation of the introduction of green economy. So losses to the planet is related with this particular environment. There is air pollution, there is water pollution, soil contamination, deforestation and habitat destruction, climate change and global warming. These are degrading our environment day by day, like air pollution, many factories and burning of fossil fuels like coal, oil. Our industries are releasing smoke, greenhouse gases, yes, and they are causing respiratory problems and so many health related issues. There is water pollution. We are utilizing our limited water resources for industrial purposes, and this industrial water is converted into waste because it is mixed with the heavy metals, chemicals. We cannot consume it, and this water is dumped into the river, lake and ocean, contaminated water supplies. So, and this particular industrial water is destroying aquatic life and habitats as well. Soil contamination, because the improper disposal of many hazardous waste material like e-waste or plastics. Plastic is very big problem right now for not only the land, also it is degrading the whole sea line, ocean line of our world and making it unfit. Also, our soil is contaminating related with the agriculture and posing health risk. Also, deforestation and habitat destructions. Forests are cleared for industrial expansion, urban growth, raw materials. Also, yes, biodiversity loss is there. And our whole ecosystem is disrupting right now. Climate change. Climate change is very important area right now because warming is there globally, because greenhouse gases emissions are trapped and they are uh, they are just stuck in the our environment, because when this GSG uh, ratio was very low, at that time more heat escapes into the space. But right now, during this greenhouse effect intensified by the humans, and now less heat escapes into the escape, and it is increasing our environmental atmospheric temperature, and in this way, global warming is there. Due to that, climate is changing. We are losing our very important biodiversities day by day, and there is food insecurities, because if temperature rises, agriculture crop production will affect at a large. Also, it will pose so many problems increasing CO2 level, it will rising temperature, more extreme weather, rising sea levels, and it will cause so many problems, not only to our planet, also with all our life system. You can see here. This is the economic burden of air pollution. You can see here. You can see here the India is economic cost for air pollution is something around 5.4% of total GDP. This is data of 2018, and it is something around what we are spending on our education, on our higher education. This is the budget what we are spending. So this is something like that you can consider. Also, this is the picture of one of the iron ore mining area where acid mine drainage is big issue, because where we are mining the ore for iron, there will be some acidic reaction that will convert whole water into acidic water, something like 1 pH level. And this is the AMD, acid mine drainage of the iron ore mining areas. This is one of the other example of copper ore mining, bauxite minings, where red mud soil is the big problem, because at the time of mining of the copper, the pH of the soil goes to the 12, 13 pH, and this soil will not be usable for agriculture purpose. You can see here this uh, water pollution of the Yamuna River. We have seen so many reports and news, this kind of things in our water bodies. We are utilizing our fresh water. We are utilizing 90% of our fresh water for our agriculture purpose in India. And we are losing our this whole good quality of water, and due to that, water supply and demand ratio in mega cities are, you can see here, are changing. The demand is 1900 in Bangalore, but we are having the capacity to provide only less amount of water. So this kind of things we are facing right now, and it is increasing year by year. Due to that, the maximum factors causing water pollution is related with the industrial discharges. 29% of our water uh, is utilized for industrial discharges, and it cannot be utilized further for any other purpose. Or more than 100 million people of India live in the area of poor water quality. Land degradation is another important factor, where mining is main uh, factor for land degradation. You can see this kind of mines are open and opening day by day, and these are the land and soil pollution caused by this particular pollution. Here, poor agriculture practices causes the land degradation, like use of heavy fertilizers and use of our fresh water for agriculture purpose, improper solid waste management, unsafe storage of hazardous chemicals and nuclear waste, leachates for mismanaged landfills, controlled dumping of waste from households, industrial plants, and mining. These are the main causes of soil erosion. Like natural land causes are heavy rainfall, wind, soil erodibility, but human is intensifying this erosion, soil erosion capacity by our mining activity, deforestation, and shifting of agriculture. And this causing our earth soil, something around 33% of soil of our whole world are already degraded. It is not ready for agriculture purpose, and over 90% could become contaminated by 2050. It is a report of FAO. So losses of people, firstly we have discussed losses of the economy, now we are discussing losses of people. We can see here there are main causes like poor working losses for to the people like poor working condition, child labor, rapid and unsanitary urbanization, erosion of traditional life and culture, health issues. These are the major problems. So, poor working conditions, there are long hours like 12 to 16 hours per day. Many people are working, low wages. Sometime Mr. Narayan Murthy of Infosys said that everybody should work 70 hours per week. But already our major population is working something around 12 to 16 hours per day. They are getting low wages, they are having unsafe machinery work, and hazardous environment were common. Related to child labor, it is widespread that exploitation of children in factories and mines for cheap labor often is dangerous conditions. Rapid unsanitary uh, urbanization related with the mass migration to the cities from different states, and it is overcrowding and responsible for slum, lack of proper sanitation, sewage system, and the spread of diseases like cholera and typhus is very common. Erosion of traditional life and culture. The shift from lower lower community to the industrial society disrupt traditional communities, their skills, their cultural practices as well, because they are migrating from one village to other cities and they are not related to their culture system. They are losing their traditional life. Health issues, exposure to pollution, pollutants in the air and water, as well as poor living conditions resulted in chronic illness, injuries, reduced life expectancy. So, this picture is telling or expressing related with these various factors like air pollution, noise pollution, soil pollution, and we are exposing to different health problems caused by the chemical poisoning, heavy metals, health emergencies, endemic diseases, other healths. Many health problems are due to these all impacts of these bad environmental conditions right now. Then losses to the economy, and it causes economic instability and inequality. Unequal wealth disruption, industrialization often concentrates wealth and power in the hands of factories, owners, and industries. And these are widening the gap between the rich and poor, because some industrialists are getting, they are day by day getting more and more money, but the poor, they are not getting good amount, and this causes income inequality. So this unequal wealth distribution, there is some mistake in the spelling, distribution among the wealth is very big problem. Displacement of skilled workers, and this is due to the mechanization of replaced skilled manual laborers, leading to unemployed workers and on their skills. But this gap is not fulfilling yet. Another problem is that dependence on natural resources. The overexploitation or reckless overuse of depletion of non-renewable resources like fossil fuels, we can say petroleums and our minerals. This creates long-term supply and causing many vulnerabilities. And due to this reason, many political tensions are arises right now. Because if we are going to for mining in other area, or we want fuel, like you can some last week you have heard about that America posed some um, sanction on Russia, and they cannot supply fuel to the India. So this kind of things are going on whole world, and world is not stable, you can see. So this kind of things related with the geopolitical tensions, this causes geopolitical tensions worldwide. Externalized cost, yes, it is also very important. Externalized cost means the environment damage and health problems created by industry often result to enhance the cost so that we can give funds for their health to the people, and this will uh, pressure on cleanups or healthcare system, and which are not always on very cost effective product price. So these kind of things are going on or externalize the price of these uh, particular problem. So this last is vulnerability to economic fluctuations. Industrial economics can be vulnerable by cycles leading to job instabilities for the working class. This kind of things are facing by the uh, e- economy of the India or as well as the whole world. So in conclusion of this whole dark side of the economy, we have to take some call, and we have call to action for dark side of economy, striking a balance between progress and sustainability, and we can achieve it by it is essential to acknowledge the losses linked to industrialization to foster sustainable development. Potential solutions include implementing and enforcing strict environmental regulation first. Second, embracing green technologies and renewable energy sources. Third is prioritizing fair labor practices and robust social security system. And next is investing in sustainable urban planning and waste management. This kind of things we have to do, and for that we have to be progressive. Progress should never be achieved at the irreversible cost of our planet or its people. This is very important message of related with the dark side of economy. Our generation already faced these issues. Now we have to develop some important things so that we can give very good planet to our future generations. For that, now I'm welcoming to our topic now. This is the first slide of my lecture. I think now we are well connected with this particular the green economy, and I thank you for organizer for organizing this faculty development program, which is very important because it is advancing our knowledge related with sustainability and how can we achieve the green economic goal through innovations, through policies, through novel practices. This kind of things we will learn during this whole 6 days FDP program. So today we will explore the uh, dynamic realm of the green economy and its transformative impact on creating a sustainable future. So the decision we make at this critical juncture can significantly influence the well-being of our planet or our communities. So together we will delve into the fundamental principles of the green economy and its potential to reshape our world into prosperous and equitable future. So we have to build a sustainable future for our future generation to save our planet. So, what is a green economy? The question is, what is a green economy? So, let us explore the concept of green economy in greater depth. Yes, fundamentally, a green economy endeavors to enhance human well being and foster social equity while we can mitigate environmental risk and addressing ecological scarcities. So a green economy is one that result in improved human well-being and social equity while significantly reducing environmental risk and ecological scarcities. It is an approach of two related with three key principles. First is we have to develop low carbon resources so that we can generate low carbon in the environment. Also, we have to develop some efficient resources so that everybody can be catered, and also social inclusiveness. This signifies our commitment to reducing carbon emissions, optimizing resource utilization, and also, yes, ensuring the benefits of economic activities extend to all members of societies, not only few, privileged few like some industries or some paise wale log. We have to cater for everyone with the help of this green economy concept. So why it matters? Why it matters? Because there is climate crisis. You can, I think, in audience or in participant, many of you are related with the science history. So you can heard about climate. Total temperature of the climate is increasing day by day, and 1.5 degree centigrade warming limit at risk. So climate is under crisis. There is resource scarcity. Already we have lost our 60% biodiversity since 1970. Can you? This kind of things we have lost. If we will lose our whole biodiversity, we cannot survive. Also, there are some economic case related. So this kind of things related with this. And there is very important key message. A green economy is not just about protecting nature. It's about rethinking development to ensure prosperity that lasts, that should be sustained forever. So the need to balance economic growth with environmental sustainability and social welfare, it is very necessary. So thanks to these three men, they have given the concept of green economy in 1989. Let us explore the historical context about this green economy. The term green economy first emerged in 1989 within the report title that is Blueprint for a Green Economy, and it is given by Pierce, Markandeya and Barber. One of the Indian is also there. Yes, we Indians are playing very important role worldwide. Everybody know. So this pivotal moment established a foundation for important environmental considerations into economic paradigm. In 1992, during the Rio Earth Summit, it solidified this particular concept by establishing a connection between environmental sustainability and development. This kind of things was developed in 1992, and this marked a significant evolution of this particular movement, and that developed, and now everybody is focused on development should not come at the expense of our planet. During between 2008 and 2012, the idea of green economy gained substantial traction, and after global financial crisis, as UNEP proposed the Green Economy Initiative. UNEP means United Nations Economic Program, Environment Program, introduced the Green Economy Initiative, which advocated for a transition from broad principle of sustainable development to more structured implementation framework. So there are certain principles of green economy, and these are core principles as per the UNEP and Green Economy Coalition. And now, yes, let's dive into this particular core principles that define a green economy. And these principles, as outlined by the UNEP and Green Economy Coalition, and which is very vital to our understanding and implementation of sustainable economic practices. So, first, recognize that these principles are not just theoretical idea, they serve as practical guidelines right now for transforming our economic policies so that we can develop whole businesses in sustainable manner. So, very first, there are sustainability is the main core principle that is meeting our present needs without compromising the future. Without compromising the future. So here we have to focus is on meeting our all needs without compromising resources we have to save for our future generations, so also they can also utilize it in sustainable manner. And this principle underscores the long term perspective of a green economy. Second is equity and fairness that covers inclusive growth that benefits all, including marginalized groups, under which we have to ensure the growth should be inclusive and also that benefit everyone, all persons of the all nations people, and everybody should be benefited, especially some marginalized groups. And this principle related with social fairness and equal opportunities for all. We have we should not be biased that I have money and I can purchase everything and I will deposit all items in my house at my home or in my family members or to our relatives. We have to cater for all marginalized groups so that this kind of equity and fairness principle we can achieve. Third one is efficiency. That is related with the optimizing resource use to minimize waste and emissions. This deals with optimizing resource use. And the particular aim is to reduce waste, firstly waste and emissions, which we always see that in our, we will see in our essential in our subsequent discussions, but we have to use all resources properly. And fourth one is the resilience. Resilience is very important because here building systems that can withstand shocks like climate, economic, or social. This kind of things we have to make, like we have to develop climate resilience agriculture crop right now. This is very much necessity for all of us because temperature is rising and the agriculture crop production is declining day by day. So for that we have to develop such kind of crop varieties, some climate resilient crop varieties, so that we can uh, provide food grains, or we can cater to all communities related with their to meet their food demands. Good governance is also very important principle, because it is very important because yes, transparency should be there. If you are taking any decision in a room and we don't know about what is the criteria for this particular decision, and some particular group of people are benefiting but others are not benefiting, so we have to make system transparent so that everybody can see how policies are made and are implemented for everybody go uh, everybody growth and their development. Also there should be accountability. If some people are involved in implementation of this particular policies, they should be accountable for this kind of policies, this kind of benefits should reach to all people. And also participatory decision making. If we are launching any policy, we should take feedback from all stakeholders before launching of any policy or any guideline. We have to decide it based on the participatory decision making. Yes. So further move ahead. Each of these principles, what we have discussed, contributes to holistic approach for prioritizing or to saving our planet, people, and profit. And for that purpose, this kind of triple bottom line approach we can adopt under this particular concept. So here, yes, we can discuss one by one. Firstly, let's talk about people. People, which focuses on social inclusion and human development. It's all about ensuring that everyone benefits from economic activities, particularly marginalized groups, to foster an equitable society. Equitable society means हमारे भारत में, yes, we know, everywhere जात पात politics, you can see in our elections, in our reservations, we are just quarreling to each other, or we are not fostering equitable society in proper manner. This kind of things we have to stop to save our people first. Second, triple bottom line approach is related with the planet. Yes, here planet highlights the importance of conservation of biodiversity, our resources, our environment, our ecosystem, everything. We have to maintain our ecosystem. This involves protecting our natural environment to sustain life and preserve resources for future generations. Lastly, profit. Yes, it is related with the financial gains. Yes, पैसा तो सबके लिए जरूरी है भाई, बिना पैसे के इकोनॉमी तो चलेगी नहीं. बट every profit we gain, it should be in sustainable manner. This kind of policies we have to make, and we have to adopt some financial policies to for sustainable profits, for creating sustainable economic values. This means businesses should thrive while also considering some social and environmental impacts. So together, these all three elements guide us towards a more inclusive and balanced approach to economic development, and each part is crucial for achieving a truly sustainable future. There are certain pillars of green economy. There are three pillars like environmental pillar, social pillar, economic pillar. So we have to strengthen all these three pillars by our green economy approach. And for that, we have to explore these three pillars. First, the environmental pillar, which focuses on transitioning to renewable energy sources. Transition to renewable energy sources so that we have to reduce or stop use fossil fuels, and these are very crucial to reduce carbon footprint, waste reduction, and recycling are essential components here alongside the circular economy models. These all are very important to develop this environmental pillars, and protecting and restoring our ecosystem is also key to maintain biodiversity and resilience. So this kind of things we have to take in account. Second pillar is particularly related with this social pillar, and which emphasizes the creation of green jobs. Green jobs means like we need solar technician, we need EV electrician, EV experts, we need certain bioproducts based, biofuels based technologies. These kind of jobs we need to support right now so that green economy can be supported properly. These are which are vital for equitable economic growth, and we must ensure everyone has access to natural resources, clean technologies, and enhancing health and quality of life. So this kind of things is measured under this pillar, and we have to make sure that social progress related with this particular pillar, uh, we have to take certain initiatives. Third very important pillar is related with economics, and under which we have to promote green investment, eco innovations. Also, we have to reform subsidies and taxes to support sustainability. Right now, we are giving some subsidies to mobile phones right now, and everybody are able to purchase mobiles. And इसकी वजह से क्या हो रहा है? E-waste generation is enhancing. So this kind of subsidies we have to stop, and we have to give subsidies to the technologies which are related with innovations, which are related with the sustainability. This kind of steps we have to take, and we have to practice such kind of trainings to the corporates. We have to encourage corporates so that they can develop sustainable model and sustainable products. So together, these all pillars guides us towards a sustainable future that benefits both people and planet. This is the comparison between green economy versus conventional economy. Here you can see we can measure it with the help of aspect like growth focus. In conventional economy, we are focused on GDP and production, but in green economy, we have to focus on well-being and sustainability. For energy source, we are under conventional economy, we are uh, depend on fossil fuels, but in green economy, we are promoting renewable energy. For resource use, In conventional economy, we take, make, and dispose in linear way. But in green economy, we are circular. We are promoting circular system, reduce, reuse, and recycle. For employment related aspect, in conventional economy, often it is unsustainable jobs, and in green economy, jobs are decent, green jobs are there, and impact of whole this conventional economy impact is high emission and pollution and degradation of whole planet. But green economy supports low carbon, eco-efficient, sustainable approaches so that we can save our planet as well as whole system. These are the important sectors driving the green economy, which are very important. These are the key sectors like renewable energy. Renewable energy is a cornerstone right now. Why? Because it includes solar, wind, biomass, hydropower, and these sources are transforming how we power our world by reducing reliance on fossil fuels. This kind of things promoted by renewable energy sector. Second is sustainable agriculture, which is related with organic farming, agroecology, reduced chemical inputs, and these practices like these all practices reduces chemical inputs and promoting healthier ecosystem and food. Third is green building. Buildings are energy efficient, should be energy efficient material, and smart design should be there. And this is another critical sector by using these important things like energy efficient materials and smart designs, and they help to minimize environmental impact and save energy. In waste management, there are some important concepts like circular economy and recycling industries. This minimizes waste and maximizes resource use. This kind of things waste management sector is doing. For transportation, it involving uh, with using of electric vehicles and mass transit system, public transport system, leading the charge towards reduced emissions. Water and sanitation technologies ensures smart use and treatment, preserving these crucial resources. And forestry and land use like reforestation, sustainable forestry, these kind of things help to maintain biodiversity, of course, and carbon sequestration. That free carbon we can sequester from the environment and fix into the bioorganic material. If we are planting more and more plants, or we are utilizing technologies like algal based biofuel production, or some important bioproduct under which carbon dioxide is absorbed, and we can achieve our carbon sequestration uh, goals. Lastly, ecotourism, which is very important for responsive travel that support conservation and communities. These efforts benefits local community. So of course, each of these sectors is vital in creating a more and more sustainable and equitable future. So what are the global initiatives and policies have been launched for promotion of this particular green economy? Of course, in our further lectures or further session, you will learn a lots of things from different sessions related with these particular initiatives and policies. But in introduction, I would like to cover these important international efforts like uh, we have the UNEP Green Economy Initiative launched in 2008, which aims to encourage investment in green sector. Paris Agreement is another movement which is a pivotal moment in international climate policy to reduce the carbon footprint, and we have to achieve carbon neutrality till 2050, and we have to finance climate related uh, movement. So this particular things we have to do under this policy. Third, very important, which is related with United Sustainable Development Goals. Yes, everybody are teaching and many students are getting aware from this particular United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, and their numbers are 17 generally. But in this particular green economy, we are especially focused on 7, 8, 12, 13, and 15 number goal, which are especially related to address energy, economic growth, responsible consumption, and use of land, life on land. This kind of things will cover is covered under these 5 goals. So these 5 goals are majorly covered to achieve our sustainable goals under green economy. In Europe, the European Green Deal was launched in 2019, and they have already targeted for carbon neutrality by 2050. They already. And in Britain, I think 6 or 7 months back, there was one news that they have shut down all thermal power stations in Britain right now. This kind of initiative they have already taken, and they will definitely surely achieve this carbon neutrality uh, target by 2050. So this ambitious plan is cornerstone of European strategy and sustainability. Yes, of course, India is not far behind. Our government is very, very serious right now, very, very serious to achieve this particular goals related with green economy. Our government is very much focused on uh, this movement. I think everybody know, like the National Solar Mission and Green Hydrogen Mission, and focuses on expanding renewable energy based on solar and hydrogen based energy. Meanwhile, government already launched Swachh Bharat Abhiyan to emphasize cleanliness and sanitation. And also our government is promoting electric mobility. They are giving some subsidy on these electric vehicle right now. So this kind of things already initiated globally, and this initiative represent a global commitment to shifting towards sustainable development and offer roadmap of nation worldwide. So what are the opportunities and benefits? There are 3 core sector we are focusing: people, planet, and economy. So for this economy, economics is there. Starting with the economic aspect, this transition is set to create millions of green jobs. This transition will create millions of green jobs in the future and worldwide, fostering economic resilience. Second one is environmental benefits, environmental movement related benefits. So from an environmental standpoint, shifting to a green economy means significant reduction in GHG, greenhouse gases emissions. Also, yes, also with air pollution, other air pollution, alongside conservation of biodiversity, conservation of our ecosystems, this kind of things will be achieved and all will be benefited. Socially, the green economy can lead to improved health, greater equity, and better livelihood. These kind of things will transit, will create transition, and also empowers local communities and youth, offering them a stronger opportunities. So yes, how can we each contribute to these benefits in our own communities? This kind of questions arises. So there are certain challenges and barriers, and these are causing very, very important uh, things, and these discourage people to do green economy related initiative. So firstly, high initial investment is there. High initial investment is there in green technologies, and that cannot be ruled out. So although the long term benefits are substantial and the upfront cost can hinder immediate action, but we have to bear this for saving our planet. There are next we have to encounter some policies and regulatory gaps, and consistent and supportive policies are crucial for driving this sustainable initiative forward. So these are often lacking or slow the implement of these green economy related initiatives. Yes, resistance from traditional industries. Some traditional industries cannot, they do not want to, they do not want to make over, and they do not want to be converted into green businesses. And this kind of resistance from traditional industries is another significant barrier, and this can change, can be difficult, and industries rooted in conventional practices may resist transition to greener methods. The additional, there is a need for more awareness and capacity buildings. We have to organize important events. We have to meet at interval, discuss on these issues. We have to train people for their capacity building. So this kind of initiative we have to take, and many stakeholders are still unfamiliar with the benefits and practices of green economy, which slow progresses. Finally, global inequality in technology, access and finances, this is the major problem, because major technology are developed in Europe, US, Japan, and other developed nations. They are not delivering this technology to the other nations so that they can initiate fast for absorbing the concept of green economy. So this is the main hurdle, and also yes, finances are remains a hurdle. Not all regions have equal access to the resource necessary for green innovation, and which can create disparity in progress. So this kind of things are challenges and barriers, and understanding these challenges is crucial. So we have to understand these challenges, but yes, finally we have to adopt these particular things, and for sustainable development. So what are the way forward? There should be the strategies for transition, for integrating green economy principle into national policies, encourage public-private partnership, foster innovation, education, and capacity building, promote behavioral change among consumers and industries. So this type of way forward we have to take. And firstly, integrating green economy principles into national policy is crucial, and we have to create a foundation for sustainable growth. Ultimately, we have to think about our future generation, because we will utilize all resources and we will die. What about this planet? What about our future generation? We have to think about it, and we have to take all measure steps. We have to change the behavior, and it is another key element. This is the main factor. We have to encourage consumer, we have to encourage industries to adopt sustainable practices, and that leads to long-term environmental benefits to all stakeholders. These kind of things we have to discuss. So let's talk about the role of different stakeholders. Firstly, government. The role of government needs to create policies and incentives that promote the sustainability. Businesses can adopt economic sustainable goal models and also environmental social governance models. These kind of things businesses have to be adopt and align all things according to ESG models like operations and with environmental and social goals. Academia and youth like research, innovation, and advocacy. Yes, we are the power. If we are united, all consumers will be united, all academicians, all students, and youth will be united. Yes, we can achieve fast all goals related with this green economy. And for that, we have to play a very vital role, pivotal role in research, innovation, and advocacy. And their fresh perspective can lead to groundbreaking solutions. We can provide some groundbreaking solution. Yes, many young people and many startups have come up and they have developed very important sustainable technologies. And right now we have plastic solutions, we have fossil fuel solution right now, we have several solutions right now with the help of several innovations what we have created with the help of innovative research. And now we have certain technologies for initiation of green businesses. Also, yes, communities should be participate in local sustainability programs, and their involvement are very important. This particular involvement ensures the change i- in society, and also we can widespread this change in whole world widely. So yes, in conclusion, I would like to conclude here. Let's take a moment to reflect on our journey through this presentation first. Earlier, we discussed the challenges and barriers and stand and the way of transitioning to the green economy. Now we conclude. I want to leave you with a crucial thought. Green economy is not just a choice we can make. It's our necessity. It is not business. Always we do not think about business or about money. It is necessity. We have to think about it day and night. Our collective survival is very important. Our prosperity is depend on it, but our survival is first. If we will not adopt economy very fast, the things will be changed for everyone very soon. This isn't just about economic growth. Yes, it's about finding a balance where our economic activities align with ecological preservation and enhance human welfare. And by doing so, we can ensure a sustainable future for everybody, for our future generation. And remember the saying, we do not inherit the earth. We do not inherit the earth from our ancestors. We borrow it from our children. Again and again, we have to repeat these lines so that we can save our this beautiful earth, because in whole ब्रह्मांड अभी तक साइंटिस्ट लगे हैं, सारे एस्ट्रोनॉट लगे हैं, हर कोने में अरबों किलोमीटर, बिलियंस ऑफ लाइट ईयर्स तक वी हैव ट्रेवल्ड and we have not found any another earth. So it is very important. This earth is not inherited from our ancestors. We have borrowed it from our children. हमने उधार लिया है और हमको उनको सही सलामत we have to provide them so that they can also survive. This powerful quote reminds us of our responsibility to future generations. So, thank you for being part of this essential conversation. It is not a lecture, it is a awareness. Yes, it is a compilation. It is a compilation because it is also a very new field for me. I am doing some work related with green economy. We have produced some important technologies I will discuss in my another lecture related with bioproducts. We have developed certain technologies. How can we reduce the carbon footprint of the earth? This kind of technology we are developing. But this kind of concepts, this kind of things, I just know because I prepared this whole presentation with the help of some important resources and presenting in front of you so that you can be aware. So it is not a lecture, it is a discussion, it is a conversation, essential conversation between us. So with this word, I would like to thank everybody. I would like to thank organizer. They have organized this important event, this kind of things. Very soon, I would like to also organize it my university because everybody should know about this particular initiative. So thank you and be a part of the solution. This is my email ID. You can write me anytime. So thank you so much. Thank you, President sir. Thank you, organizer. Thank you, Dr. Gajanan Modi sir. Thank you, Selen sir, Maulik sir, everyone, all the participants. Thank you so much for giving this opportunity.
Yes, thank you so much, sir. And now I would request that if somebody wish to ask any question, the floor is open. Very quickly, you can ask your questions if any questions are there. Otherwise, we will be proceeding to our next expert lecture. Is there any question? Okay. So thank
Thank you,
you
sir.
very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you,
Thank you
Kamlesh
very
sir.
much.
Myself, Dr. Dinesh.
Yeah, Dr. Dinesh. Thank you.
Yes,
From
sir.
Guru Kashi
Thank you, sir.
University. How are you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Professor Kamlesh, thank you so much for such a wonderful and insightful presentation. And certainly this green economy is need of hour, as you have said, that it is a necessity on which we will have to act. And but yes, that, this uh, this point of time at this point of time, every nation, every society should work towards green economy, developing sustainable infrastructure.
Yes.
But there are certain questions also which sometime some other time we will discuss more upon it, that in this flow of adopting green economies, we as a whole, there has to be a framework before all 196 97 countries, because a developing country or an underdeveloped country cannot very easily adopt green economies at a faster pace. We have our certain limitations, just as you have said that all the thermal power plants in England has been now shut off. But you must be knowing that in our country, the majority of electricity generation in our country
Thermal
comes
power.
from thermal power plants. We do not have capacity, right? We
Yes.
do not have sufficient nuclear so we can't all of a sudden we can't switch over to that
We have to
practice. But
shift
yes,
towards our, we
yes,
have to,
we have
yeah.
to set some attainable goals, and slowly and steadily we will be achieving them. And of course,
Yes.
yes, this green economy or green practices should not only be left over to the government sector only, or to the government. It is the responsibility of every individual. As a individual, we all are responsible that in our day to day affairs, we must try to consume less and less those materials which are not renewable in nature, we will have to show restraint on ourselves only. Then only
Yes.
some significant change will be made. And
Yeah.
once again, thank you very much, sir, for your very
Dr.
insightful
Prasad.
presentation. And we are sure that we will interact again with you on various other issues. We'll be
I have
organizing
one
one
more
more
lecture.
seminar in
I have
next
one more
month.
lecture. Yeah.
So
Thank you.
so we will love to welcome you over there. So thank you so much.
Yes.
And
Thank you, sir.
now we are, thank you, Professor sir. Now we are moving towards our next lecture, expert lecture, and our next expert is Dr. Dipali Gupta. Ma'am, are you there? Connected, Dipali ma'am? Dr. Dipali Gupta, are you there? Gajanan sir, can you check it? Maulik?
Yes, sir.
Uh, Dr. Dipali Gupta is there because she is our next expert. I think there is some issue with her connectivity.
Let me check with her
Le-
once. She's presently not here.
Okay. But
Let
very
me
soon she
confirm.
will be joining. Very soon she will be joining.
Yeah, our next session with Professor Dr. Dipali Gupta ma'am will be starting very soon.
Okay. Okay. Dr. Dipali Gupta is with us now. Ma'am, am I audible to you? Dipali ma'am, am I audible to you?
Yes, sir. You are audible.
Okay, okay. Good evening, ma'am. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
So our
Good evening,
next,
Should I start?
yeah, just a minute, ma'am, just a minute. So
Okay.
our dear participants, our next expert is Dr. Dipali Gupta. Dr. Dipali Gupta, she is professor of biotechnology and she was former registrar at RNB Global University. She is an accomplished academician with more than 2 decades of distinguished experience in the field of life sciences. She is very highly respected scholar of plant biotechnology. She was honored with the National Award for Research Excellence in 2023 for a remarkable contribution to advanced plant research. She is also a fellow member of the Academy of Environment and Life Sciences, which reflects her commitment to scientific advancement and environmental stewardship. Dr. Gupta completed her postgraduate degree in life sciences from Kanpur University, during which she gained valuable in research exposure at the world-renowned Central Drug Research Institute, that is CDRI, Lucknow. Her training at that institute included 1 month of hands-on experience in advanced biological techniques and a 6 month dissertation in the Department of Biochemistry. Following her post-graduation, she joined another esteemed CSIR institute, the Central Institute of Medicinal and Aromatic Plants at Lucknow, as a project assistant under the Gene Bank project, where she worked extensively in the area of microbial genetics. She is qualified in GATE 1994 and holds the CSIR UGC fellowship. Dr. Gupta earned her PhD in plant biotechnology from the Plant Biotech Center, Bikaner, under the CSIR fellowship, specializing in plant tissue culture. More than 16 years of her academic service include significant UG and PG teaching experience at the Plant Biotech Center, Rajasthan, Agriculture University, Rajasthan, and TM College of Biosciences, Bikaner. Beside teaching and research, she has actively contributed to several institutional development activities at TM College of Biosciences and later at RNB Global University. Dr. Gupta is known for her dedication, academic excellence, and leadership. She continues to inspire students, researchers, and the scientific community through her unwavering commitment to biotechnology, education, and innovation. So I welcome you, ma'am, and now over to you.
Culture in lab. And high profile.
You can now share the screen and you can start with your presentation. I think some connectivity issue is there, but she is trying to resolve it. Yeah, now she is sharing her screen.
Is it visible?
No, no, ma'am,
Yes,
not
ma'am.
yet, not yet.
Not yet.
Yes, ma'am. Now it's visible.
Yes, ma'am. Now visible.
Okay, welcome to this session. Very good evening to all of you. So now we will start. The topic is the Sustainable Development Goals and Green Economy for building sustainable world from global challenges to actionable solutions. So today we will explore how the Sustainable Development Goals provide a framework for transitioning to a green economy, examining both the challenges we face and the opportunities ahead. This presentation is for both academic and policy perspectives, focusing particularly on the environmentally linked SDGs and their current status. So we begin by understanding the urgency of our sustainability challenge. As you know, that there are 9 planetary boundaries that have been decided or quantified by the scientists in 2009, and it has been observed that these planetary boundaries are continuously transgressed. That means they are exceeding their boundaries, their limit that has been identified, that is required for the sustainable planet. So these are exceeding. The Stockholm Resilience Center in 2023 update shows that we have now transgressed 6 of the 9 planetary boundaries, crossing into the dangerous territory for climate change, biosphere integrity, land system change, novel entities, nitrogen and phosphorus flows, and freshwater change. So for all these points, the quantitative data has exceeded to its safe boundaries. This is not just an environmental crisis, but an economic one also, because economic models show that inaction could cost 18% of global GDP by 2050. While transitioning to a green economy, that could generate over 24 million new jobs in sustainable sectors. The key message is that we cannot continue with business as usual. We have to move, or we have to switch over towards the green economy, because you can see here the comparison between these two situations. When we will not act at all, then there will be 18% GDP loss by 2050, and when we will move towards green economy, then there will be 24 million plus new green jobs generation. And there will be resource security. Health cost savings will also be there, because not only this is about the economy, but the climate change is affecting not only the planet, not only the terrestrial and aquatic ecosystem, but our human health also. So there is the urgency to switch over to the green economy and to follow the Sustainable Development Goals. So to address these issues, the United Nations adopted Sustainable Development Goals in 2015, which provide a global roadmap of 17 goals to achieve peace, prosperity, and a healthy planet by 2030. That means 2030 is the deadline by which we have to achieve our goals. Otherwise, this planet the survival on this planet will be very, very crucial. At the heart of this vision lies the green economy, an economic model that promotes growth and development while ensuring that natural resources are used sustainably. Here we will discuss only those SDGs and their current status and their challenges which are directly linked with green economy. As we go through all these 17 goals, all of them are linked with green economy directly or indirectly. But in today's presentation, we will discuss only those SDGs that are directly linked to the green economy, like SDG 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Now come to the what is green economy. As it has been discussed in the previous session also, that green economy is one that results in improved human well-beings and social equity while significantly reducing environmental risk and ecological scarcities. This definition has been given by United Nations Environment Programme. If we compare the traditional economy and green economy, we can see that traditional economy is resource intensive, while green economy is resource efficient. What does it mean? That traditional economy requires or utilizes maximum resources, and as a result, resource depletion is on threat in near future. And it doesn't bother about pollution, it is only growth focused. While green economy is resource efficient, low carbon food generation, and it follows for the inclusive growth. If we take the example of here, one or two examples can be taken for the easy understanding of traditional economy versus green economy. Just for example, the business related with plastics or the invention of the plastic. So while the plastic provides us comfort because of its various qualities, just like lightweight and its durability and its affordability. But on the other hand, when we came to know that it is not degradable. So no doubt it has made our life very comfortable, but on the other hand, now we are facing the problem of plastic in our landfills, plastic in our oceans, which is affecting badly the aquatic ecosystem as well as terrestrial ecosystem. On the other, another example we can take of just like green revolution. Green revolution occurred in about in 1960s and mid of the 1960s. No doubt it was necessary at that time, but it has used technology, it has used hybrid varieties, and it has also used chemical fertilizers, chemical pesticides, which no doubt fulfilled the need of the food at that time, but it has also resulted in the destruction of our soil and the destruction of our water bodies due to the pollution with chemical fertilizers. So we can understand this, that in traditional economy, we are not bothered about the pollution, we are not bothered about the depletion of resources, we are only growth focused. But why in the case of green economy, we want to make efficient use of all the resources. What does it mean? Efficient use of resources, what does it mean? That each and every resource is utilized to its maximum, and the resource may be collected from the byproduct of other industries also, so that it will reduce the cost as well as it will also prevent that particular byproduct for polluting the environment or for going in the landfills. So the green economy focuses on reducing carbon emissions, enhancing resource efficiency, and preventing environmental degradation. It aims to create jobs and improve human well-beings without harming the planet. So thus, it directly supports many of the SDGs like SDG 7, that is the clean energy, SDG 8, that is the decent work and economic growth, SDG 12, responsible consumption and production, SDG 13, that accounts for the climate action. So too many green economies are related with all these kind SDGs. Now we come to the SDG 7, that is the affordable and clean energy. The target of SDG 7 is to ensure access to affordable, reliable, sustainable, and modern energy for all by 2030. So let's look at the current status. Current status as per the SDG report 2025, What is the status now? You can see in this particular figure, graph 6.3, that clean cooking access by reason wise clean cooking access. So you can see here the Northern America and Europe has 100% access to its all citizens, all have the access to the clean cooking 100%. While if you see in the at the bottom, Sub-Saharan Africa, Oceania excluding Australia and New Zealand, they are having less than 20% people who have access to the clean cooking. So that means the goal is far behind. So it seems to be not fulfilled by 2030, because in this reason-wise graph, you can see here that all the countries are not taking all these SDGs or all these goals sincerely. And most of the countries are not working at all on these matters, so that there is a quite difference in the data of such type of data that will aim to provide be fulfilled till 2030. And in the below of it is the data of average annual capacity additions of renewable power generation by 2030. So there are three bars: orange, blue, and green. Orange bar refers to the capacity of renewable energy sources till 2030, 2015 to 2030. And while blue one is the energy requirement, capacity requirement that can be fulfilled with the existing policies. And while the green bar is showing that to achieve net zero emissions, we have to raise our capacity by this much, that is 650. जो existing policies से जो cover हो रही है हमारी जो capacity fulfill हो रही है, that is 550 gigawatt. But we need to raise, that means more there is requirement of refinement of policies, so that this aim, net zero aim, can be achieved by 2030, that is 650 gigawatt. This is only by solar power. In the same way, there is change in the wind power, hydropower, and other powers. So policy refinement and policy updation modifications are required so that we can achieve net zero emission or net zero rate by increasing the capacity of renewable energy resources. Another graph is showing you can see here, this is the data of 2023, that the total energy, renewable energy production was 3,865 gigawatt only. But to achieve net zero emission, it requires the total capacity of 11,174 gigawatts. So you can see here, so much of work is required in this field to achieve this goal by 2030, and that seems to be very, very hard. Another figure graph, you can see here that if we have to achieve this net zero emission or under or 1.5 degree scenario, then we have to increase our existing capacity by 3 times, 3x, 3 times tak hame we have to improve our renewable energy capacity.
Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse
Yes.
me, ma'am.
Yes,
हम
yes.
slides move नहीं कर रहे हैं.
Slides abhi, I am on the slide number 6.
But the screen is showing only the first slide, the sustainability challenge,
Okay,
urgency
okay.
of action.
You just try and reshare it, ma'am. एक बार उसको कैंसिल करके फिर रीशेयर कीजिए शायद. Now it is visible. Now it is visible.
Is it visible now? So
Yes,
I'll
ma'am,
not go
it
for
is.
the presenter view. I think there is problem in moving of the slide in presenter view. I'll do it with the this normal. यहाँ पे आपको थोड़ा छोटा दिखेगा ये screen. Okay. We were at this particular slide. Do I have to repeat it again or it is okay?
It is
I
okay,
can-
ma'am. You can move forward. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Now come to the status of India. What is the status of India for SDG 7? So we in the India have very satisfactory figure, and because highest we are having the highest score among all the SDGs, that is about 96 in 2324. 2024 तक हमारा जो स्कोर था वो इसमें 96 है, जो कि 2018 में 51 था. Because now 100% of households have access to electricity. Access to electricity, and 96.35% people household have clean cooking fuel. And this is the diagram showing the status, how this has been increased from 2013 to 2024. You can see this blue color symbolizes the achievement of target, while this green color symbolizes the frontier front runners, while this yellow color are the performers, and जो red color में आपको show हो रहा है, that is aspirants, that the work has to be done in this direction. So you can see in 23-24 most of the states are in blue color, that of India are having blue color. That means they have achieved their target. But some of the states like Gujarat, Maharashtra, Chhattisgarh, not Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, these Bihar, Jharkhand, these are now at performer level. They have not achieved their target yet, but India as a whole has done remarkable job, and in this particular SDG. As far as renewable energy is concerned, India has again achieved its renewable energy target. The target was in the UN SDG 7, the target was to replace 50% of total power consumption by renewable energy, and that is to be done by 2030. But in 2000, this is the data of July 2025, and we have achieved our target in 25 itself. You can see here total power capacity, installed capacity is 484.82 gigawatt, in which the power coming from the non-fossil fuels is 242.8. That means 50% of our power is coming from the non-fossil fuel, and from this the renewable energy power is coming from is about 233.99, and rest of the power renewable energy includes solar, wind, bioenergy, hydro, and non-fossil fuel energy is about 8.8, that comes from the nuclear power. So the results of India are very satisfactory while concerning to SDG 7. Next SDG, Sustainable Development Goal 8, which is connected with the green economy, is the decent work and economic growth. Green jobs and inclusive growth are key components of a green economy contributing to the decent work and economic growth. The top economies with high performance in green growth include Monaco, Singapore, New Zealand, New Caledonia, American Samoa, US, Japan, and Australia. So the SDG 8 is work and economic growth. It concerns about the economic growth. Okay? But here we are concerned only with that particular economic growth. No doubt India has the fastest growing economy and all that. So that is fulfilling the SDG 8. But here we are referring to the whatever the growth is achieved by the green economy. है ना? तो ग्रीन इकोनॉमी के केस में the companies which are the frontiers of green economy, I have listed here some of the companies. Like number one, there is UPS Orion. UPS Orion is a logistic company the green economy. It is using the AI-based system called as Orion, used for optimizing the transportation routes so that the unnecessary travel or unnecessary rounds of the transporters, and they are saved, and as a result they have managed to reduce the company's carbon footprint by 100,000 Another company is IKEA, that is very famous brand for many household things like furniture and other things. So what is the strategy of IKEA towards the green economy? That they make business only with those companies, with those suppliers who follow some code of conduct. And these types of code of conducts are outlined by the IKEA that are named as I-Way. In I-Way, they strictly follow that their suppliers should follow these terms, these code of conducts. For example, core workers' rights and child labor, safety of the workplace, life-work balance of employees, water and waste management of potential suppliers. So, and company take it very sincerely, and they restrict those suppliers to make business with them who do not follow these code of conduct. So, as a result, the IKEA is also the frontier in the green economy. Another one is the case study is of General Electric digital wind farm. General Electric is a company of wind power, and what happens with the wind power that there are wind turbines which are very high. So the wind turbine productivity changes constantly based on weather, location, and age of the particular installment. So performance declines over time, but when to go for maintenance is not easy to judge. So what they have done, they have again taken the help of the technology, and they have generated digital twinning of wind turbines. They have generated the twinning form. Digital twinning form they have generated, and all the conditions they have entered in that digital form, which are reflecting the that means a kind of simulation they have formed, so that whenever there is any kind of atmospheric change, any kind of capacity reduction is there, it is reflected in the digital form, so that the same thing can be corrected in the actual or the physical form. By this way, they have they are producing green energy efficiently. So such kind of systems or such kind of companies are there. They have their own different strategies for moving towards the green economy. Another company is Swire Properties, who also make 3D models of their green building, and they also use installation of motion sensors, sun sensors, and they have a system that converts waste food oil into biodiesel. So they have also reduced greenhouse gases very much. Another company is the H&M, Airbus. Airbus has started manufacturing airplanes with 3D printing, and they have reduced the weight of their craft by 45%. So you can imagine how much fuel efficiency has been increased. In the same way, Tata Power, which has used roofs of the consumers for the solar plants. Now come to the status of India at SDG 8. So status is not very good. Score is only 68. And while the our economy or the GDP is at the best, that is best in among all the countries, it is growing by 7.2%. But the overall score is less because here we are not concerned only with the GDP. Here we are concerned with the green economy itself. So you can see here other data regarding the SDG 8. There is 3.4% unemployment rate. There is 61.60 forced labor. There are only 12 banking outlets operating per lakh of people, and there are only 18 ATMs per lakh of people, and 95.70 household have their bank accounts. This is the positive factor, and 55.63 Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan account are of female workers. So these two are the positive points of the for the India regarding SDG 8. That is, the female contribution is more Jan Dhan account, and 95.7% of households are having their bank account. Now, what are the challenges and consideration regarding the SDG 8? As SDG 8 refers to the decent work and economic growth, and economic growth can be switched over to the green economy only by the when companies are willing or industries are willing to switch over towards the green economy. But what happens to the established industries may resist changes, and financial constraints can also hinder their shift towards the green practices. And policymakers face the complex task of aligning short-term economic growth with long-term sustainability growth. And one another important point is the training of workforce, because the extensive retraining of the workforce is essential to adopt to the green technologies and practices. And there is regional disparities also. You can see that there is a notable gap in the adoption of green practices between regions, and this may depend on the policy of the countries. There is the requirement of some modification in the policies, so that the companies, industries who are shifting towards the green economy, who are shifting their overall model, they should be incentivized by one or another way, so that most of or some subsidies may also be given, as like the Indian government is giving subsidy in solar panels, installation of solar panels. Some type of subsidies may be provided to the industries also, so that they will be switching towards the green economy more interestingly. Next is the SDG 11. That is also again directly related to the green economy because it refers to the sustainable cities, and its target is to make cities and human settlements inclusive, safe, resilient, and sustainable. So what is the status as 2025? Approximately 1 billion people live in areas prone to severe riverine flooding, and half of them live in cities. Since 1975, urban flood exposure has grown to 3.5 times that of rural areas. So this is the severe situation where we are in the urban cities which are located near seashore or near river fronts. They are always prone to the flooding, and this condition happens more extensively in urban areas as compared to the rural areas. And urban green space is also shrinking. Cities face a massive investment gap. Here we can take the example of US, that they need an estimated US dollar 4.5 trillion to 5.4 trillion annually through 2030 for climate resilient infrastructure, but they are getting only 831 billion US dollars in 21-22. That is just 1% of that what was required. So progress can, sustainable cities can make, you can, obviously it is very, very obvious that for making of sustainable cities, extensive infrastructure changes are required, and that need money, that may need investment. And if investments are not sufficient, then formation of sustainable cities cannot happen. So the progress on SDG 11 is very mixed because data are available only for 5 of the 10 targets. There are 10 targets in SDG 11, and only data for 5 targets are available. And what is the status of India at SDG 11? India scores 81 in the SDG 11. Our 99.1% of urban household are having pakka house or semi-pakka house, and 90% of wards are having the garbage segregation, and 97% of wards are having 100% collection of the garbage, and 78.46% of the municipal solid waste generated gets processed, and 95.29% of individual household toilets have been constructed. There are 13 persons who were killed in road accidents per 1 lakh of the population. हर 1 लाख पे 13 people की डेथ हो रही है यहाँ रोड एक्सीडेंट्स में. So this is a great drawback. And 50.67% only sewage treatment capacity plants are there in cities and urban areas. So what are the challenges? So these are the challenges. And 1.12 billion lives in slums and informal settlements lacking basic services. So this is the global data. At global level, 3 billion people are struggling for affordable housing, and 1.12 billion people are living in the slum areas. So achieving SDG 11 requires green finance, investment in renewable energy, clean transport, and climate smart infrastructure. The green economy mobilizes these through green bonds, public-private partnership, and sustainability-linked funds, making these economic engines for low-carbon growth. So these are the solutions that we have to move. Again, the situation is the same, that we have to move towards green economy so that affordable housing, and improved land tenure, partnership with private sector, these can be achieved. These can be done for achieving the SDG 11. Next sustainable development goal is 12. That is again a key importance for the green economy because it is for responsible consumption and production. And that is highly required, that consumption should be responsible as well as production should also be responsible. So what is the status according to the SDG report 2025? Only 35% of SDG targets are on track while making moderate progress. 530 plus policy instruments promoting SDGs are only in 71 countries. Global domestic material consumption is continuously growing at the rate of 23.3%. Per capita, about 14.2 tons of global domestic consumption is there. And as far as food wastage is concerned, 19% of food available to the consumer is wasted, about approximately 1.05 billion tons. And 13% is lost during post-harvesting. Material footprint are up to the 71% since 2000, reaching approximately 98 billion tons. So progress exists, but insufficient for 2030 goal. So this goal is also looking unachievable by 2030. You can see here, domestic material consumption is increasing day by day. Here is the data of 2015 and 22, how much it has been increased from 15 to 22. Another data is of 15, that is about the landfills, municipal solid waste that is going to the landfills, how it has been increasing day by day. And in 2023, the total municipal solid waste landfill was 2.1 billion tons. So all these data are very, very scary. And here you can see some more. Here, the first graph is about the global e-waste generation trends. E-waste is because in all the waste, 3 types of waste are very, very important: e-waste, plastic waste, and food waste. So global e-waste is increasing. You can see here in the first graph, this is continuously increasing, e-waste. And as far as plastic waste is there is the exponential increase in plastic waste. And in 24, it has reached to the 67.7 million tons. And that comes from packaging, that comes from consumer products, vehicles, textiles, in sabhi se aa raha hai waste. And food, as far as food waste is concerned, we are the second most country where the maximum food waste is there. About 55% food waste is there per capita. 55 kilograms per capita food waste is there in India. On the topmost there is China, and we are at the second number in food waste. So what is the total statistics is there regarding the global municipal solid waste generation per year? This is the data of 2020, that the global MSW is 2.126 billion. And if it is growing with such a speed, we will reach up to the 2050, we will reach to the 3.792 billion ton of food waste, of global municipal solid waste. So if we are not aware, if we are not awakened now, then the conditions will become worse and worse. And this is the status of India at SDG 12. And we have a total score of 78. that gives a mixed type of picture. As we can see here, our fossil fuel consumption per capita is 166.43, and our nitrogenous fertilizers are 65.24% out of the total NPK. Only 54.99% hazardous waste is recycled, and 3.04 tons of plastic waste per annum is generated per thousand of population. And only single satisfactory picture is that 91.52% of biomedical waste generated is recycled. So this is the status of India. So what are the challenges and priorities? You can see in this particular diagram the country-wise data, how much e-waste they are generated and how much they are recycling. You can see here, no country is recycling their e-waste more than 40%. They are generating too much and they are recycling only less than 40% of the total e-waste generated. So here we have to use here person-to-person awareness is necessary, so that we can reach that particular goal. We can reduce our landfills waste that is dumped in landfills and the oceans. So for this, we have to follow the 5 R's of sustainability: refuse, reduce, reuse, recycle, and rot. We should refuse the use of plastics and unnecessarily promotional materials, unsustainable brands. These we have to refuse, and we have to reduce energy consumption, water uses, packaging material. And for while we are going for shopping and all this, then we should use shopping bags. We should carry water bottles. We should minimum the use minimum of the coffee cups, containers, jars, and all the materials which can be recycled, that should be recycled, like paper, cardboard, plastic, metals, and all types of biodegradable waste should be put for the manuring, so that is the rot. So by using these kinds of practices, we can efficiently reduce the garbage which are generating, and that is fulfilling our lands and aquatic systems. Next SDG is SDG 13, that is about climate action. And when we see the scenario of the climate, 2024 was the hottest year on record, and there is approximately rise in the temperature of 1.55 degrees centigrade above pre-industrial level. So before pre-industrial level तक जो टेम्परेचर था, उसको अगर हम 0 मान के चलें, एक लेवल करके चलें, तो प्री इंडस्ट्रियल एरा से लेकर अब तक कितना टेम्परेचर राइज हो रहा है. यू कैन सी इन दिस पर्टिकुलर ग्राफ दैट आई हैव टू that there was constant increase of up to 0.5 degree up to 1980. 1980 तक क्या है, कितना टेम्परेचर, ग्लोबल टेम्परेचर राइज हुआ है. अगर हम प्री इंडस्ट्रियल के टेम्परेचर को 0 मान के चलते हैं तो ओनली 0.5 डिग्री. बट फ्रॉम 1980 to 2025 there is increase in 1.55 degrees centigrade. And if it is increasing in such a way, then it will be highly hazardous for not only for our human beings, but also for other ecosystems, forest ecosystem, aquatic ecosystem. They cannot survive at such a high temperature. And global greenhouse gas emission has reached approximately 57.1 gigatons, and CO2 carbon dioxide equivalence in 2023. And from 2014 to 2023, approximately 124 million people affected annually by climate-related disasters. तो climate related disasters में जो people affect हुए that were in the last decade, that was approximately 124 million, and that was 75% higher as compared to the previous decades. So the scenario is getting serious day by day. Data gaps is also there because only this data belongs to only less than 30% of the countries which have complete SDG 13 data. Another companies have not participated at all in this SDG. Only 35% of global SDG targets are on track, but this progress is highly inadequate to meet the 2030 target. So the scenario at India is also not very satisfactory. We have a score of 67 only. You can see more of the yellow and red patches in different kinds of states. And we disaster preparedness score is only 19.20 of our country, and 43.28% electricity generation is from renewable energy. And this data is of 2023. Nowadays, as I have told in my previous slide, this data has reached to 50%. 94.86% of industries comply with the environmental standards. 15 lives are lost due to extreme weather events in 18 to 19 per 10 million people. And disability due to rise due to air pollution is 3,469 per 100,000 population. इतने people में disability हो रही है due to air pollution. So what are the challenges? You can see here the what type of global greenhouse gas emission is there by economic sector. Industries are giving contribution of 21% in GHG elimination release. Transportation is giving 14%, building 6%, electricity and heat production 25%, agriculture sector is contributing to 24% of greenhouse gases. So to limit warmings to 1.5 degrees centigrade, global emissions must decline approximately 7.5% per year. So when we want to achieve this 1.5 degrees centigrade scenario, so for this we have to reduce our emissions of the GHG greenhouse gases up to approximately 7.5% per year till 2035. Only then we can achieve that state of 1.5 degree C scenario. Only approximately 22 countries had updated their indices as of May 2025, their data. Climate finance reached approximately 1.3 trillion US dollar, but remains below needs. Adaptation and resilience gaps persist. So the priority should be there to accelerate mitigation, scale adaptation, close finance gap, strengthen data, and enhance cooperation. Next SDG is SDG 14, that is life below water. Because life below water is again very much related with green economy, because when there will be industries who are following the rules of green economy, they will not release their pollutants into the water bodies. As a result, life below water will be safe. While SDG 14 focuses on conserving and sustainably using oceans, seas, marine resources, the green economy provides the economic tools, policies, innovations needed to achieve those goals sustainably. What is the status at 2025? Ocean face increasing stress from warming, acidification, overfishing, pollution, eutrophication. So these kinds of things are happening due to the pollution. For example, the nitrogenous based fertilizers are there, excessive fertilizers are used, and they are released in water body. They come to the oceans, and as a result, what happens? There occurs eutrophication, and there occurs, due to this eutrophication, there occurs generation of dead zones, which is threatening to the life of fishes. In the same way, there is warming, there is acidification due to the release of pollutants in the water bodies. Only 8.4% of global ocean protected, while below the, these are below the 30% by 2030 target. So 2030 का target क्या था? That at least 30% of global oceans should be protected. But up to now, up to 2025, only 8.4% global oceans are protected. 35.5% of global fish stocks are overfished. So only 64.5% remains biologically sustainable. Ocean pH declined from 8.1 to 8.04. That is showing ongoing acidification. 126 countries, territories engage in marine spatial planning, but only 45 have their plans. So the countries who have to participate in saving marine ecosystem are 124, but only 45 are having their plan for protecting the oceans. Progress exists, but marine ecosystem remains under severe threats. The oceans, sustainability of oceans is necessary for all, because beyond, they are not only providing the fish for the food and the ships for the transportation, they are oceans are required for maintaining the climate also, because they are covering 70% of Earth. Ocean are covering, so they regulate the temperature of the Earth. They are providing the air which we breathe. They are the massive source of the blue carbon. And shoreline protection, for the shoreline protection, there are coral reefs, there are mangroves, which are essential for preventing. They act as barrier for the storms which are generating from the sea. There are ocean energy also, which we can use. Oceans also can also use for generating the energy. And all the wind power, most of the wind power turbines, and they are situated near oceans to use the speed of air generating at the seashore. So oceans are highly required, highly important for our life, for the sustainability of the Earth. So they must be protected at any cost. What is the status of India at this? So you can see here a large proportion of our country is shown in gray, because they are not having the seashore, they are not having the coastal lines. And the states which are at the coastal lines, in which you can see here one state, that is the West Bengal, that has achieved the SDG 14, and Gujarat is at the threatening status, and all other are performing. And when we look at the overall scenario, 4,992 square kilometer area is under mangroves, that is quite satisfactory. And if we look at the water quality at coastal region, that is highest in West Bengal 3.5 and lowest in Maharashtra 0.18. If we look at the water quality regarding the nitrogen, total nitrogen, that is highest in Maharashtra. More of nitrogen is there, that is causing the severity to the ecosystem, that is 57.39. And while in Odisha, it is the lowest, that is 18.786. Approximately 31.40% of 0.53 million hectare brackish water area are developed for the aquaculture. What are these brackish water area? These brackish water area are the areas which are having less salinity as compared to the seawater, but more salinity as compared to the normal water, so that they can be used for the rearing of the fishes. And for in this area, the India is working, and the average marine acidity is highest in Kerala and lowest in West Bengal. What are the challenges? Challenges is that if we have to, first of all, we have to maintain a 1.5 degrees centigrade scenario. We cannot afford the exceeding this temperature, because if the temperature exceeds from 1.5 degrees centigrade, then all the coral reefs will die off completely. And we know the importance of the coral reefs, so we have to work in that direction, that we cannot afford much temperature rise than the 1.5 degrees centigrade from pre-industrial era. Illegal and unreported and unregulated fishing is widespread. This should be checked. Marine pollution, plastic debris, nutrient runoff threaten biodiversity and ocean health. Many nations lack sufficient monitoring, funding, and management framework. So we have to promote sustainable blue industries, reducing marine pollution through circular systems, investing in ocean-based renewable energy, and renewable energy, and financing conservation through green and blue bonds. So these are the steps which should be taken for the sustainability of our ocean system. Now, the last SDG that is also connected in many ways with the green economy is the SDG 15, life on land. And SDG 15 remains one of the goals most off track globally, with biodiversity loss accelerating. As the saying of Antonio Guterres, the UN Secretary General, in 2025, he said, the healthier our ecosystem are, the healthier the planet and its people. And at the current pace, it may take 25 more years to halt deforestation as targeted. You can see here the world map regarding the deforestation, and the area which is showing in red, that is completely deteriorated, and the area in green, which includes India also, it has shown improvement in the forestation. And another graph is showing the varieties, the biodiversity that is at the risk of extinction, in which there is coral reefs, that are 44% species are at the risk of extinction. Amphibians, trees, sharks and rays, mammals, freshwater whales, reptiles, some insects and birds. This is the data showing that how much varieties are at the risk of extinction. Another world map is showing the soil degradation, and again The red area is showing the very degraded soil, in which you can see the India is also there in the very degraded soil. इंडिया एट द स्टेटस 23-24 का जो इंडिया का स्टेटस है, दैट इज स्कोर इज 75 and you can show mostly the green zone but no blue zone is there, and there is 1.11% increase in carbon stock in forest cover. So that means we are doing the plantation that has resulted in increase of the carbon stock in forest cover. 24.62% geographical areas in under forest and tree cover, 1.5% increase in area under desertification. So while we are increasing the forestation also, but here desertification is also increasing at about 1.5% increase has been observed from 2013 to 2019. Then 16 wildlife crime cases per million hectare of the protected area are being observed. So it is again a very, very serious condition. So more policy reforms and more strictness is required for this. And 27.77% of total land area is degraded, and 1.3 million hectare areas are covered under afforestation scheme. That means we are working continuously for tree plantation, for forest recovery, for forest health, and as a result we have achieved the goal. We have scored the goal of 75, but it is far behind the achievement. So SDG 15 challenges and priorities. So challenges are illegal logging and unsustainable land conservation persist. Land degradation and desertification threaten food and livelihood. Biodiversity loss and species extinction rate remain high. Weak data collection and insufficient financing. So you can see here a fundamental shift in relationship with the nature is essential, because there is continuous loss in forests and land degradation and species extinction is there. So life on the planet is in danger. And so what should be the priorities? We should have to scale up the restoration and forest protection programs, strengthen management of protected areas, invest in the we have to invest in the land restoration, soil health and desertification control, improve biodiversity monitoring and reporting, integrate land, agriculture and biodiversity policies for synergy. So the sustainable resources use, green economy, how the green economy is helping. Green economy can help in sustainable resource use, sustainable agriculture techniques like organic farming, agroforestry, soil restoration, that may help to maintain productivity while preserving the biodiversity. So green economy has their crucial role in achieving the sustainable developmental goal, and in fact we can say that green economy is an instrument, key instrumental thing or tool for achieving the SDGs. But an overall work from all the countries, from all the people should understand and should be treated as the stakeholders, and they should work cumulatively, cooperatively in this direction, so that we can achieve most of the SDG goal by 2030. Not all, because we have seen that data is highly severe and most of the data is lagging far behind the goals. So we have to work, we have government have to work for the policy reforms, and all of us have to work at individual level also for the sustainability of our planet. So this is all about the SDGs that are linked with the green economy. And If any questions are there, please, you are free to ask.
So any question is there, participants, you can ask. I suppose there are no questions. And thank you so much, Dipali ma'am, for your insightful presentation and discussion on UN SDG goals. And it has always been a matter of great, pride for us to listen to you. And your knowledge has always helped us a lot, has guided us a lot. It was very pleasant and very, good experience for all of us who have listened to your presentation. Thank you so much, ma'am. And we hope we will again very soon be listening to your knowledgeable insights in coming future. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you all the participants for listening.
So, dear participants, we come to the end of this FDP's first day, and today 2 expert sessions were conducted, and tomorrow again we will be rejoining at 6 p.m. Anything else you want to share, Dr. Gajanan? You can share if you are there, Dr. Gajanan. So
No, sir. Thank you, Shailendra sir, and thank you all the participants for joining today's session. Today we got very fabulous session and got a very good knowledge from Professor Kamlesh Chore sir and Professor Dipali Gupta ma'am. Tomorrow will be some feedback session also there. So we will meet tomorrow 6 sharp 6 p.m. Thanks to all the members. Thanks to Shailendra Barat, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir.
okay, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody.